Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel on how, why and what to do to get your natural hair to grow and to thrive. So we've already had 2 episodes and this is going to be the last episode, fingers crossed. Following this video, I'm going to be making a lot of videos on natural hair stuff that you can use to help you grow your hair and retain length. So let's get right into this video. So today we are going to be talking about the medical aspect of it and also weather aspects. Yes, weather can affect your hair and how good your hair does. You may be using certain products in a certain climate, and when you change climate to a different place, it can affect your hair. You may need to change products. Let me give you a practical example with myself. Products I used when I was living in a very hot climate isn't the same products I use now that I'm in a cooler environment. Does that make sense? Same thing actually applies for natural herbs and natural ingredients. This is something I have practiced over time and I've gotten to understand. My hair thrives using moringa alone, like just moringa alone, better when I'm in a hot climate. But now that I'm in a cold climate, I found that whenever I use just natural moringa as a hair mask or add it into my hair treatment, just moringa on its own, I discovered that it keeps my hair really frizzy. But in a hotter climate, it kind of still leaves my hair moisturized after I have rinsed it out. I don't know if that makes sense. Are we catching the drift? So yes, climate change and weather can affect your natural hair and how it thrives. So if you're going to change climate, you need to consider that the product you're currently using wherever you are may not work in this new environment you've changed to, and you may need to explore other options. Let's say for instance you're staying in a place that has a very cold climate. It therefore means that you're going to need, you might not need as much you're going to need a lot more moisturizing products because the weather is cold. Moisture might not stay in your hair for a very long time. Now if you go to an area or an environment where the weather is hot, moisture tends to stay longer in your hair because you're even sweating, the weather is humid, so your hair can absorb more moisture. So you could use like a very tiny bit of moisture and it still goes a long way. Are you getting the drift? Okay, that being said, those are part of the things that may be affecting your hair growth. So you need to consider this wherever you are. If you're in a cold environment, you need to know that you're probably going to need to moisturize more often than someone in a more humid environment. Do we get? Now medically, yes, medically, if you've tried every single thing, when I mean every single thing, I mean you've done hair oils, you've done aloe vera oils, you've used natural ingredients, you've used Indian herbs as hair masks, and your hair still isn't thriving or giving you the results you want, and even when you tend to leave your hair alone, you discover that you're getting so much breakage despite everything you're doing, then it may be a medical condition. Now I'm going to just mention only 2 things for the purpose of this video medically that can affect your hair growth. Every other thing you can find on Google. Please do well to research it if you're not very clear on it. That being said, I am saying this because I am not a doctor. I am just telling you what I have researched and what I have learned over time. Okay, so one of the things you need to know is that iron deficiency affects hair growth. Yes, iron. When your body is lacking iron, it can affect your hair follicles and your hair will have like stunted growth and wouldn't be growing. Do you understand? So sometimes if you've done everything and you feel like it's not working, you should check your iron levels. They may be low. Another thing I'll mention is nutrition. Yes, protein nutrition also affects hair growth. It may be your vitamin E, it may be your vitamin D, it can be literally anything. The same way what you consume and eat in your body affects your skin, makes your skin glow or makes your skin dull, it happens with your hair too. Yes, it does. And that is part of the reason why we cook for our hair, because most of the natural ingredients you use for your hair and I use for my hair are being cooked. You need to process them. 99% of the time there's barely any natural ingredients that you can use raw on your hair. a lot of the time, 99% of the time, you need to extract it, which is you cooking it, which is you processing it. Are we getting the drift? So yeah, if you've done all these things and your hair still isn't growing, or you're experiencing stunted growth or too much breakage or bald spot, or I don't want to call any other medical terms, please do well to visit a doctor. Yes, it is time to consult a doctor. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I hope you'll be sharing this with other people that need to know this, because we are all growing our hair in 2026. We can't wear wigs forever, so we need our hair to be healthy, so that when we can't tolerate wigs or braids, we know that our hair is intact and we feel confident in ourselves as women and in our hair as women. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Again, do well to subscribe and follow, and leave comments with questions if you have any, and I'll definitely do well to be answering them. Bye. See you in my next video.